Hello and welcome to my presentation on Jane Garvey. Jane Garvey served as the 14th FAA Administrator from 1997 to 2002. She was nominated by Bill Clinton and approved by the Senate in August 1997 for a period of 8 months when the FAA was without an administrator. Since she did not have any flight experience, she was occasionally called a penguin because neither could fly. She was the first woman FAA administrator, the first to serve a 5-year term, and the FAA administrator during 9/11. Prior to her work with the FAA, Garvey was the director of Logan International Airport, located in Boston, Massachusetts. Garvey had also served as the acting administrator and deputy administrator of the Federal Highway Administration from 1993 to 1997. During her time in this position, Garvey developed the Innovative Financing Initiative to improve state management of federal highway funds. Garvey became the FAA administrator at a critical time. There had been two major airline accidents in 1996, shaking the public's confidence in aviation safety. The previous air traffic control system was also beginning to become outdated and was in need of an update. Since the FAA served as a leader for worldwide aviation, it was essential for them to pave the way and advancements in aviation at the beginning of the 21st century. The FAA's air traffic control network featured more than 650 systems, millions of lines of code. Garvey implemented a consensus-based and incremental building block approach to fixing this issue, which would replace, replenish, and renew ATC hardware and software across the US over the next 5 years. While this increased safety, it also resulted in shorter flying times, lower fuel consumption, and better service for airline patrons. The FAA was also flooded with over 1,000 safety proposals to improve aviation safety, with no clear path to proceed. Garvey developed the new data-driven safety model, Safer Skies, to target changes that would make the biggest difference to increase safety and decrease accidents rate, with the goal of reducing the rate of fatal accidents by 80% over 10 years. Her contributions are one of the contributing factors to why aviation is one of the safest forms of transportation. On the day of the attacks, Garvey made the call to halt all air traffic and ground all planes in the sky. Post 9/11, Garvey played a vital role in the recovery of the aviation industry, restoring American confidence in the airline industry and creating new safety measures to protect the airlines. The attacks led the FAA to conclude that some terrorist groups were preoccupied with attacking civilian aviation and that the domestic threat to civil aviation had increased, leading to the need to increase safety measures within the airline industry. She addressed the public, reassuring them that the 9/11 attacks were not an inside job and that the FAA did not have any knowledge of the attacks or potential of attacks beforehand. She's quoted to have said, "The FAA played a role in the intelligence community as a user, consumer of intelligence information, not an intelligence gathering organization," reassuring the public that they had no way to predict that this event would happen. She also stated that the FAA was already taking precautions against more traditional methods of terrorist attacks, and they weren't being reckless in their previous procedures. New safety measures were implemented, such as re-examining pilot and flight attendant training and excluding knives from in-flight meals. After her time with the FAA, Garvey later served as a chairwoman of the board of directors of Aligo NV, served on the transition team for President Obama, and advised U.S. partnerships at JP Morgan, as well as served on many other corporate boards and commissions. Garvey's also received numerous awards for her contributions to the aviation industry. These include the National Air Transport Association's Distinguished Service Award, the National Council of Public-Private Partnerships Leadership Award, the National Award of Excellence from the National Association from State Aviation Officials, the Leadership Award from the American Association of Airport Executives, and the Woman of the Year Award from both Women in Transportation Seminar and Women in Politics. In 2002, she was awarded the highest annual award by the Association of Road and Transportation Builders Association and joined the list of the 100 leaders in transportation for the 21st century. In 2003, Garvey was recognized as one of the 100 heroes in aviation history by the First Flight Centennial Commission. That is it for my presentation. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.